it's Coach Mei here with Alvia helping me out today. Today we're going to teach you some week 1 techniques. So the first one's going to be a sacrifice throw, and then we're going to be working from guard on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get going. So let's go ahead and throw. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a sacrifice throw. So what she's going to do is she's going to come towards me, and I'm going to swim and take her down like this. So now I'll give you guys a few details on this. So what's going to happen is we're going to do over-under grips here. So she's going to come in towards me, and I'm going to block her from getting control of my hips. So this hand stays nice and close. My other close and under her arm here to prevent her from getting more control. This other hand here is going to get an over grip here. So I have nice, good control. So what's going to happen is she's going to drive into me, and I'm going to use that momentum to take her down. So she pushes into me. I'm going to straighten my bottom leg and take her down. The next detail is right when she comes in, I go here, and my bottom leg is going to straighten. It's almost like tripping her over this leg, and this leg is just stepping forward and driving up with my hips to do the takedown. So all together, when she comes in, my hand goes underneath, my hand goes over, and I'm going to, she's pushing into me, and I'm going to step back into her, and this leg's going to straighten. So I step, fall, and take her down. One more time from a different angle. So we're here, she comes in towards me. My arm goes over, this leg is going to straighten so she trips over it like a tripwire, and then my other leg is stepping into her, and I'm pushing forward with my hips, and that's where all the power is going to come from. So she pushes into me, my leg straightens, and I take her down. So that is the technique for stand-up. So we're going to go ahead and work from guard. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I have her in my guard, and her hands are placed on my hips. The purpose of this is for her to control my hips where I can't move it, so I don't like this. So I'm going to work on breaking that grip. So my hand's going to come over here. I'm going to pull her forward. I come this way. I straighten, bring this leg up, and I hip bump for an arm bar. So I'll break this down to a few details. When I grab her wrist, I'm going to make sure that my hand's closed so it's nice and tight. And I'm really gripping with my middle finger and my thumb to make this a stronger grip. If I try to grip with any other fingers, it's really easy for her to break those grips. So I always like to wrap around here and really push with my middle finger and my thumb. I'm going to pull her arms upwards towards my head to break that grip, and my legs are pulling forward, and I'm going to swim. I'm going to choose one side to reach over and pinch her arm between my armpit, and I'm going to open up my guard to adjust and hip escape out. My top leg is breaking down her posture to give me a lot more control. Once I feel comfortable, I have her arm controlled, her posture is broken down, I'm going to swim this leg over to go right over her face. Now I am going to bump forward with my hips and finish the arm bar. So what the motion looks like with her arm not there, I'm going to just bend like I'm going for the arm bar. So we're going to do it one more time. Let's go from this angle. Her hands are on my hips. I'm going to reach around. I'm going to pull her weight forward while bringing my legs up. So I'm here. I swim. I'm going to reach over with my hand and pick one side, and I'm going to pinch that arm underneath my armpit here. I'm going to open up my guard so I can hip escape away. Then this leg immediately comes over to break down her posture. If she postures up, she's going to escape, and I lose my position, and she could pass. So I'm really focusing on breaking down her posture. Then, when I'm ready and I have good control, secure over everything, I'm going to swim this leg over her face here, push, and then now I'm going to bomb forward with my hips to finish with the arm bar. Next technique is when she adjusts and she knows I'm going to try to arm bar her. She's going to defend by tucking her arm, and we're going to go for an omoplata right after that. So we're going to come here, start the motion, come up, tuck, open, pinch. She tucks her arm here, so now it lets me go for the arm bar. So I'm going to kick my leg over, using that momentum here, turning where I'm parallel with her. I'm going to kick my feet up, blocking her, turn, and finish for the omoplata. So let me break that down into a couple more details. I'm here. I'm going to grab, break her posture down just like move number 1. I'm going to pick one side. I'm going to hip escape to the side here, and she tucks her arm here, so she's not letting me go for the arm bar. So here she's setting herself up for the perfect omoplata. So just like the first move, this leg is going to swing forward, and I'm going to use that momentum for me to turn around. So I let go of this leg, I push my body away, and I'm working to become parallel with her. If I'm here, I'm going to lose the positioning and she just couldn't come back up. So I'm really going to focus on using that, and I'm ending up side by side here. Then I'm going to reach up with my hand and I'm going to grab right at her hip. If this was gi, I'd grab her belt, but this is no gi, so we're going to go ahead and grab her hip. I'm going to use the momentum of my feet kicking up to sit up. Then I'm going to make sure her arm is trapped. Again, this is no gi, so it's a lot more slick, so I want to have good control over her arm. So this arm, I'm going to really tuck into my pocket, and I'm going to like almost lift my rib cage or my gut right over her arm to hold it nice and tight. My hand is going to control her hips so she can't roll and escape out of this. I'm going to turn my feet away from my body here. No need to cross or anything, just turning it away. And I'm going to sit up and go right over to go for the finish. So we're going to do this one more time. Let's go ahead and go this way. So close guard. Grab, drop, swim under. I have control over this arm here. I'm going to hip escape away. She tucks her arm here, so I want that. So this leg is going to continue to swim up, and I'm going to adjust where I am parallel with her. So we're side by side. Then I am going to make sure she's not going to roll, so I'm going to grab her hip here to keep nice, good control. Then I'm going to kick my legs forward, using that momentum to sit up. So I think of like I'm trying to put rain boots on, or I'm trying to kick someone, or put pants on. So we're going to go ahead and kick our legs forward here to sit up. So we're going to just adjust this way, just so we can see. Once we adjust this way, I'm going to make sure her arm is nice and tight and put it in the pocket. And I'm going to lift up my gut and hold it nice and tight there so she can't escape. Then my hand continues to hold her hip so she can't roll out of it. My feet are going to turn away from her, and I almost think of like my knees are pointing this way and my feet are pointing this way. Then I'm just going to sit up and carefully finish the submission. Awesome. Thank you so much for your help and everything. We'll finish up. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys being able to train with us, especially online. I know it's a lot different, but keep training and everything. Do you have anything to say?
Stay safe out there, keep rolling, and we'll see you soon.
Yay! Bye!